Once upon a time, a man went to Gautama Buddha, seeking advice on how to control his emotions. He was struggling with anger and frustration, looking for a way to manage his feelings better. Buddha, with a calm smile, asked the man to sit down. "I will tell you a story," Buddha said. "There was once a king who ruled a prosperous kingdom. One day, he decided to visit a neighboring kingdom, famous for its wise ruler. When the king arrived, he was welcomed with great honor, and a grand feast was prepared in his name. As the feast progressed, the king noticed a fly in his soup. Disgusted, he angrily ordered his servant to bring him another bowl. Seeing this, the king of the neighboring kingdom smiled and said, "Your Majesty, please do not be angry. It is just a small fly. It does not matter." The visiting king, still annoyed, replied, "I cannot tolerate such things. Even a small fly can ruin my mood." The wise king smiled again and said, "Your Majesty, it is not the fly that ruined your mood. It was your reaction to it. You have the power to control your emotions. Do not let them control you." The king thought deeply about these words. When he returned to his kingdom, he began practicing the art of not reacting to situations that would normally trigger his emotions. Over time, he found he could remain composed in challenging situations and made wiser decisions. Buddha paused, letting the story sink in. "The power of not reacting is a lesson for all of us," he said. "We often react to situations without thinking, which can lead to negative outcomes. Reacting with anger and frustration damages our relationships and clouds our judgment. However, not reacting does not mean suppressing our emotions. Emotions are a natural part of the human experience, and it's essential to acknowledge them. Instead of reacting impulsively, we must take the time to process our feelings and respond thoughtfully." In another part of the world, there lived a young man named Michael. Michael was very emotional and often reacted impulsively to situations that upset him. His quick temper led to hurtful words, arguments, and damaged relationships. One day, Michael realized his reactions were doing more harm than good. He decided to take control of his emotions and began practicing mindfulness and meditation. Slowly, he became more aware of his thoughts and feelings. He also started practicing the art of not reacting. When something triggered his emotions, he would take a step back, breathe deeply, and calmly assess the situation before responding. At first, controlling his emotions was difficult for Michael. He still felt anger and frustration, but he stopped reacting impulsively. Over time, this became easier, and Michael noticed significant improvements in his relationships. He no longer argued or hurt others with his words. Instead, he communicated calmly and thoughtfully, which helped him build stronger connections. One day, a friend came to Michael seeking advice. The friend was going through a difficult time and felt overwhelmed. Michael listened patiently and offered comforting words of support. The friend, grateful, said, "You always know the right thing to say. You never seem to get angry or upset." Michael smiled and replied, "It's not that I never feel anger or frustration. It's that I've learned to control my emotions rather than let them control me. It's a powerful tool that has improved my relationships and my well-being." Impressed, the friend asked how Michael learned to manage his emotions. Michael shared his experience with mindfulness and the power of not reacting, encouraging his friend to try it. Grateful for the advice, the friend began practicing the same techniques. Over time, Michael became known for his calm and thoughtful demeanor. He could handle difficult situations with ease, and people admired his strength and resilience. He continued practicing mindfulness and mastering the art of not reacting, finding that it brought him a sense of inner peace and happiness. The power of not reacting is a valuable lesson for everyone. It takes patience and practice, but the rewards are profound. By controlling our emotions, we can improve our relationships, make better decisions, and lead a more fulfilling life. The stories of the king and Michael remind us that we have the power to control our emotions. While we cannot control what happens to us, we can choose how to react. By practicing mindfulness and learning not to react impulsively, we can cultivate a powerful skill that enhances our lives. Anger will never disappear so long as we hold on to resentment. But as soon as we let go, anger fades. To truly conquer ourselves is a greater victory than conquering thousands on the battlefield. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it outside of yourself. When we feel anger, we cease striving for truth and begin striving for ourselves. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. You are not punished for your anger, but by it. The root of suffering is attachment. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Letting go brings freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. As long as we cling to anger, anxiety, or possessions, we cannot be free. True happiness lies not in what we hold on to, but in how gracefully we let go. Remember, happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your actions, your thoughts, and how you choose to respond to life. The mind is like water. When turbulent, it is difficult to see, but when calm, everything becomes clear. We are shaped by our thoughts. What we think, we become. If you want to change the world, first change yourself. In the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you.